Hey guys, it's Charger with another Grand Theft Auto Online video. So for this video, I'll be doing a review of the Mammoth Avenger. So if you haven't seen the Mammoth Avenger yet, you can find it on the Warstock Cash and Carry website, right over here. So starting price is 3.75 million about, and the cost can only go up from there depending on how you customize it. So you can see I got all the different colors here. They're all the same prices except for the base color, which is included in the base price. You also have the option of adding a gun turret. The Avenger comes stock with the front gun turret. So this adds on the, there's two other ones. The top, no, I'm sorry. I already said there's a top one that's included. This includes the bottom turret and the rear turret. Also the vehicle workshop, so you can work on upgrading or modifying your weaponized vehicles, and a weapon workshop if you don't already have one. So if you already own a bunker with a mobile operations center that already has a weapon workshop, then this is totally optional. So it can cost you anywhere from just the base price of $3.5 million upwards of $4.6 million if you get all of these things plus the interior color. Alright, so this is the Avenger right here. So let's take a look and see what kind of upgrades we can give this thing. Okay, so you got the standard armor, engine, and respraying it so you can change the color. You can add liveries, just like with a bunch of the other weaponized vehicles. You can add bombs if you want. So you'll see it when I'm in flight. You got the bomb bay doors. I'll demonstrate that for you. You got countermeasures. You got smoke, chaffs, or flares. You can choose whichever one you want. See the weapons here. You got the turrets here. So like I said, the front, I don't know which one I said, the top, I might have been wrong. So the front turret is already included. The top and the rear have to be purchased. So that can run you about $200,000 roughly. And that's pretty much all the customizations you can put on this thing. So let's take this thing out. Okay, so we got it in JATO mode right now, J-A-T-O. So this can also change into plane mode. So if you're on PS4, the control for that would be pressing right on the directional pad. Changes it from hover mode to airplane mode, and you can switch it back. Same control. Okay, so while you're in hover mode, it acts like a helicopter. Airplane mode obviously acts like a helicopter. If you hold on to right, hold down on right on the directional pad, PS4 control, opens up the bomb bay door on the bottom there. Alright. Close that door. There we go. Okay, so now let me go and test the durability of this. I'm gonna call out my buzzard. I can test the durability on this machine here. Let's see where they put my helicopter. There we go, right below me. So let me land this and test out how many missiles this thing can take. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why the pink? Well, I guess I have to give my standard answer of, well, why not? Alright. Ooh, I do not want to aim at that. Okay. Okay, so let's see how many missiles this thing can take. Alright guys, well it looks like it took 16 missiles. So that thing is actually pretty durable. Call it back out, we can check out the rest of it. Actually a pretty durable machine there. 16 missiles. The first few shots I missed, I was hitting the ground. But as you saw, that was actually, it took a lot of damage there. I'm actually pretty impressed. Okay, let me get over to my Avenger again. We can check out the rest of the features here. Okay, so unfortunately you do have to with the bombs that I added, you do have to be grounded in order to use the turrets. So let me get in here. So while you're in the cockpit, if you want to switch over to the back portion, all you do is, well, I haven't been able to do it in the air since that controls the bomb bay doors, but if you're on the ground, switch over to the back, you hold on right on the directional pad, drops you off to the back. So let me give you a little tour of the back area. So here on the right is the closet. You can change your wardrobe. This is one exit here. You can exit the vehicle, and there's another one to the rear. Right back here. It's another exit from the aircraft. Okay, that's the weaponized vehicle mechanic there. Now this little screen to the left here is going to be your security camera, and these three stations that you see are going to be the turret stations. So if you're by yourself, you can actually switch between each of the turret stations. Let me get into one. You can check this out. Okay, so I believe this will be the front turret. So you see the controls in the upper left there. You can switch to different turret stations. Okay, and you got your fire and your zoom. Okay, so let me get back up to the cockpit here. Alright, so that's pretty much all there is to for the Avenger there. Let me get back to my facility. I mean, it is a pretty good piece of machinery. I haven't figured out how to get it to just hover in the air there. Yeah, so it looks like the only way you'll be able to move to the back is if it's already on the ground. Yeah, but let me get back to my facility. We'll wrap up this this video. Okay, so it's taking a little bit to load here. Wow, I've never actually had a load screen take this long before. Alright guys, sorry about that. There's some kind of glitch preventing me from entering my facility with the Avenger. Anyway, so I guess in conclusion, is it really worth it? Well, let's go over some pros and cons of the Avenger really quick here. So, pros, as you saw earlier, took 16 missiles to blow this thing up, like entirely, to the point where it couldn't even use it. So that's a big plus, I think. It's very durable. It's got 3 turrets, and you don't have to have someone with you to use them, but you do need to have a second person if you do want to use the turrets while you're in the air. Now, it is pretty expensive. You saw that price tag on it, or I told you about the price tag on it earlier. It starts out base price $3.7 million and can only go up from there. So you'll be spending upwards of $4.5, $4.6 million in total, and that's before you do the all the modifications and upgrades. So on top of that, you'd be spending an additional $600,000 to $700,000. So adding on, you know, the other turrets, because you get the front turret in the purchase, and you have the option to add on the top and the rear turrets, which I would probably definitely recommend if you're going to be doing a lot of PvP. But if you're not going to be, then not necessary. Let's see this, and also if you plan on getting the Mammoth thruster, which is the rocket pack that you see right up here, this thing right here, and I have a review on this also, so check out that video later on. If you plan on purchasing the Mammoth thruster, you're gonna need to purchase the Mammoth Avenger with the Weaponized Vehicle Workshop, because that is the only workshop that can customize the thruster, unfortunately. So, my opinion, is the Avenger worth it? In the long run, I would say no. The only thing you're going to be doing is modifying the the thruster in this thing, and to me that's, you know, totally not worth it. But save your money, get something else, I would say. Get a biker business, motorcycle club business, or a or a CEO warehouse. You know, source crates or source a vehicle. Make money that way. Get a bunker, you can do some gun running stuff. But the Avenger, totally not worth it. So that's my take on it. So if you got a Mammoth Avenger yourself, why don't you go ahead and leave me a comment, tell me how you like it, or even if you don't like it, leave me one of those comments too. Tell me you don't like it and tell me why. If you are on the fence about purchasing one of these things and you watch this video, go ahead and just leave me a comment telling you whether or not I've influenced you one way or the other. You know, either to get it or not get it. Otherwise, I am Charger, in case you forgot. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.